Okay, so this video here, I was super excited about doing this video. For those that know, this band is, what got me into music, and I adore this band. To me, they're gods. The band I'm talking about is the Sex Pistols, and I've been waiting for this release. It's been on pre-order for like forever, seems like forever. And it's a succession, I think, of 3 releases coming out. I'm going to talk about them in a second. But the one that's come out first is the Sex Pistols live in the USA, Southeast Music Hall, Atlanta, on January the 5th, 1978. So they are releasing 3 of these, and I'm going to quickly just talk about them in a second, but I was so ecstatic to kind of get this, because you're going to be able to get to hear the Sex Pistols in their prime and how brutal they were on stage and the energy in their music. And it's such a good kind of release. I'm really glad this has come out. Now, this one here is on what we call limited red vinyl edition. I know the other releases come out different colour. I think it's white, there's blue. But this is the infamous gigs in America. I said there's going to be 3. I love the sleeve, the pictures from the actual gig itself. Great artwork. The back, you've got the track listing, Sex Pistols Live in the USA, God Save the Queen, all the hits basically. It's almost like Nevermind the Bollocks, but live versions. And the end on Anarchy in the UK. The price is not too bad actually. It's only £27 the HMV, which is pretty good considering it's red vinyl as well. I'm super stoked. I've been waiting on this for so long. And if you're a Sex Pistols fan, this is definitely something you have to add to your collection. Sex Pistols in their prime in 1978. Inside, you get like a really cool insert. But for some unknown reason, I'll show you here. There was 2 inside mine, 2 exactly the same. But it's kind of the newspaper cuttings from around that time. And it's quite interesting to read this and how backwards most of these people were writing this. Because we know who the Sex Pistols were, but according to these, they were almost like animals. So it's quite nice to kind of read these kind of newspaper cuttings. And you've got the original from the gig itself, ticket stub from the actual gig itself, which is kind of a nice little add-on. So I'm really stoked to kind of see what's going to be on the other releases as well. The vinyl itself, it's great. Lovely red vinyl. On the first side, you've got the sleeve from Pretty Vacant, or Holiday in the Sun, one of the 2. And then the other side, you've got your track listing, but it's a gorgeous kind of red vinyl. And then the inner sleeve that the vinyl sits in is really cool. I love this. Sex Pistols Live 1978 LP1, Live in USA 1978. And that's almost good enough to kind of stick on your wall. I'm surprised they didn't do a poster with this as well. And on the back, you've got the loads of the little buses, and then you've got the credits as well. So you've got vocals, John Lydon, guitar, Steve Jones, bass guitar, Sid Vicious, and drums, Paul Cook. And it's just all the kind of this compilation 2024 Sex Pistols. So it's all kind of legal bits on this, but it's so nice because there has been a few Sex Pistols bits coming out over the years, and they've been pretty good, but I think they've really gone to town on this. Surely most of us have heard who the Sex Pistols are. Most of us have heard their music. If you haven't, you have to check this out. If you're a Sex Pistols fan, you know the albums, you know the singles, you've never really heard them live, you need to have a listen to this. It is out on CD as well and digital if you don't have a vinyl player. I think it's just something that you have to have in your collection. So they're actually coming out in the correct sequence. So obviously you've got this Atlanta one. You've also got the Long Hall Ballroom in Dallas on the 10th of January 1978, which is coming out on white vinyl. And then you have the infamous last ever gig by the Sex Pistols at the Winterland Ballroom in San Francisco, 14th of January 1978, which is going to come out on blue vinyl. And that I'm super excited about because that was the last ever gig the Sex Pistols ever did. But I'm going to do a whole session on that Winterland Ballroom when it comes out. A big thing about the last gig and during the gig, kind of things that happened during the gig. I'm super stoked for this, man. If you don't know this record, go and get it. Or you listen to it. Sex Pistols live in the USA at the Southeast Music Hall, Atlanta in 1978. I was 8 years old when we did this gig. But yeah, great record, and I'm so chuffed I've got this record, and I'm so looking for the rest of them. And that is the Sex Pistols. Iconic band, godlike as far as I'm concerned. They kickstarted a lot of people's careers, especially the Winterland. They started a lot of influenced a lot of people to kind of create their own bands from that one gig. And the same here in the UK. Very, very influential band. To me, they're up there with the Beatles, without a doubt. That's the Sex Pistols. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.